Cari amici dell'Associazione dei Direttori di Coro Italiani, siamo collegati con l'America, con il maestro Richard Crabb, che opera all'Università del Missouri in America. È un mio carissimo amico, ci conosciamo da tanti anni e ho delle domande per lui e ascoltiamo un po' che cosa ci dirà in merito alla coralità, ai direttori di coro americani, soprattutto nell'ambiente universitario americano. La prima domanda per Paul è: che ruolo ha il coro nel sistema universitario americano?
In our situation here in the music departments are usually a part of a larger university. So rather than having a separate conservatory, we are generally a music school within a larger university. We do have some conservatories like you have in Italy, but they are specialized. They are run by private institutions and not part of the government system or public education. I and most of my colleagues work in a university where there is a school of music, and we work within that school of music in the larger university. These universities teach not only music, but they may teach other disciplines such as foreign languages, literature, biology, psychology, law, medicine, and so on. Now, the students that sing in our choral ensembles, many of them are music students, but we also have students that are not studying music. They simply sing because they want to sing. So you may have English students or students studying a foreign language that will be singing in the choir. I've had business majors singing, medical students sing, and it makes a variety of different disciplines a part of the music experience at the university. Very often, these students not studying music come from a high school program, or for you, a gymnasium, where there are very good choral programs, music programs, and these students want to continue singing because they've had good choral experience in their gymnasium. The choirs participate, they sing on campus at the university, they sing in the community at the university, local churches, and we usually take a tour in the state of Missouri as a way to let other students who come to the university know that we want them to sing, we want them to be a part of the school. And we have even taken international tours, such as to Italy.
Un'altra domanda è il legame che ha la CDA, l'Associazione dei Direttori di Coro Americani, con appunto con i cori americani.
I don't know the exact number of choir directors who belong to ACDA who are from America. There are many thousands of members, and I'm sure there are members in Italy, there are members across Europe and Asia and so on. But the vast majority of conductors in America belong to the association. They belong to American Choral Directors Association, very similar to your association that you are organizing now. We receive a monthly journal, and this journal has articles about repertoire, about methods of teaching music, has articles about vocal health. It has articles about anything that may help us in the profession to become better at our profession. The ACDA also has conferences. Every 2 years, we have a national conference. So everybody in the United States, North America, we have people coming from Europe. I met colleagues from Central Europe and from Sweden last year at the national conference. We have people coming from all over the world for this national conference where we have lectures. Many, many choirs sing at these conferences. When we don't have a national conference, we then have regional conferences. So the United States is broken up to 7 or 8 different regions, and then you have 7 or 8 states that meet together and you have a conference where choirs sing, where we have, again, lectures about repertoire, composers come and talk about their music, and so on. And then we have individual organizations within the state. So Missouri has an ACDA organization. Missouri belongs to our regional organization. And Missouri and the regional organization belong to the National American Choral Directors Association. So it is a very useful organization to get information. You know, for example, right now, we are all struggling because of COVID-19. And now we are having webinars, we are having Zoom meetings. Yesterday, or rather today, I will attend a webinar where there's new software ACDA is promoting to help us do choral rehearsals through the computer, through online. So I'm eager to see what this new software might do, but ACDA helped support this project to try to help us fix some of our challenges during this virus time.
La terza domanda per Paul è come funziona un coro universitario, qual è il suo ciclo vitale?
We have in our choral area in the School of Music, I have two choral colleagues who are faculty members. I work with them in conducting with choirs. And then I have 4 graduate students. So these are studying to be master's or doctoral students in music. We are in charge of 5 different choirs. And each of us, I conduct 2 of these choirs. My colleagues conduct the other 3. So that is sort of the department. We have approximately, let's see, I'm guessing maybe around 100, maybe 200 singers in the 5 choirs. Most of these are students, but I do have a few community students, community participants who sing in a large oratorio choir. So my choirs that I conduct are the university singers, which in fact have sung in Italy, both in North and South Italy. And we have about 55 singers who I audition. So they have to sing for me, they have to sight read, and I test ear. I play melodies for them, and they have to sing these very strange melodies back to me. This group performs frequently and tours frequently. So they sing music from all different periods, from Gesualdo or Di Lasso to something that was written last year. And most often we memorize music. So we make them learn music quickly and then try to memorize to sing from heart there. They do a concert after about 8 weeks of rehearsal. We do a concert, and then we have 3 to 4 weeks where we learn an oratorio. So we may sing the Verdi Requiem, we may sing Mozart Requiem, or Messiah, or various things. So they do 2 concerts per semester. They tour for a week in January, and then we duplicate that schedule in second semester. I also do a choir that is comprised of both students and people from the community. And like you, in Italy, the community choirs sometimes have people who have sung a lot, and sometimes people say, this is the first time I've sung, I want to try to sing in a choir. And so it gives them an opportunity to experience the community. The way that making music together is a special kind of feeling that you don't experience any other way. We are singing with our own personal voice. We're singing with people. Sometimes we don't know them, sometimes we know them. And there is a community that becomes important. You know, for some of these people, they are older, even older than what I am. And they may have somebody at home they're taking care of, but they set aside 2 hours a week to come to campus and sing. And for them, it's a very important community experience for them. So it's the music making is maybe not at the highest level all the time, but it's a really valuable time and part of our musical culture.
Tu sei stato molte volte in Italia e per la tua esperienza come vedi i cori italiani, la coralità italiana?
I can't talk about all Italian choirs, of course. I have, of course, with Maestro Roberto there, I have also conducted his fine choir several times. I've also conducted a nice ensemble at the conservatory. I've done some in Piemonte, I believe, and in Milan. And there are some excellent singers. I mean, I've really enjoyed working with the choirs I have had the great pleasure to work with in Italy. I think in general, I find the voices really exceptional. I find the people who have wonderful vocal technique and vocal training. I think that they have a wonderful concept of what community is within a choir. And that's something that I've actually learned from and tried to bring back to my own experience. In our community choirs, like any place, not just in Italy, not just in America, but in Asia or in Russia or any place, some people have less experience than others. And it means that those people that have less experience sometimes rely on people like us, people like conductors, but also some of the singers in our choir that have more experience. And I think that it's basically the same between the singers in Italy and the singers in America. If I were to draw maybe a little bit of a distinction between the two, I think that many Italian musicians have more vocal training than some Americans. But I think maybe we have, in general, a little more ensemble training. So you may have 5 wonderful singers, but those singers have to listen to each other to be a good choir. 5 wonderful voices who don't listen are not necessarily a good choir. They're 5 wonderful individual voices. So I think that ensemble technique, that listening to each other and singing together as an ensemble is really one thing that we all want to work on.
Bene, abbiamo l'ultima domanda, the last. Che cosa significa professionalità per un direttore di coro?
Yeah, this is a very good question that I take really seriously. In America, and it may be the same in Italy, I think there are many conductors who have some training, but maybe not a lot of training. And if we are to be professionals, we must approach this as a professional. Just like a doctor becomes trained to treat someone who is ill, we need to be able to treat the choir in a way that is a highly trained professional. So one of the first things I do, and I know this is different than some people, is that I want to be sure that I never think I know everything. I must always study more. I must learn new literature. I must find new ways to teach this literature. I must always find different ways to become better. I will never know everything. So always keep learning. We call it lifelong learning. Every rehearsal, this is a second, every rehearsal needs to be well prepared. Before I stand in front of the choir, I need to make sure I know every voice part. I can sing the part. I need to know every word that I'm singing. I need to study that text so I know what each word means and what all the text means. If it's a poem, if it's a part from the Bible, I need to know every word that's in there. I also need to plan that rehearsal so that I know which parts are the most difficult. How will I teach that? Do I just say, sing it over? No, wrong, do it again. No, terrible, do it again. Or do I have a way that I can help them learn it? Maybe it's two different parts at the same time so they hear each other. Maybe it's saying no words, just sing la, 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 la. Or maybe it's just the rhythm, something that lets them do something well. And then after they get the rhythm, maybe some pitch. After that, maybe we start to tune. So how will I teach it to make the process go more quickly? I think, and finally, a professional not just cares about the music, but we actually care about our singers. What can we do to make the singers feel that they are important, that they're contributing something, and that they should always leave the rehearsal feeling like they are better musicians, but also more valued as a part of the ensemble. We work with people. Sometimes our musicians are very good and sometimes they're not, but we work with people and we need to figure out ways to be connected to them and supportive with them.
Bene. Grazie per le preziose parole. Vuoi fare un saluto in italiano? Do you want to make a greetings in Italian? Also, ciao is okay for us.
Yeah. Well, I want to thank Roberto. I want to thank you, Roberto, for inviting me here. I am very excited about the association, the organization. I know that it's going to be a great help to the musicians in Italy, and I really commend you on pursuing this goal. My Italian is limited. I do know, pizza, pasta, vino, a few other pieces of food mostly. But hopefully next time I'll be able to put better sentences together for you. So, ciao. In bocca al lupo.